John O'Quinn Field. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I checked in with the Cougars head coach pregame. Focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will take the field first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's just what you're looking for. Reliable, gutty, doesn't need the spotlight, but they will need production from him in this one. On the ground, it's Hatcher. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The give. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To throw, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Beavers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Beavers using their 1st timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
So the Houston Cougars offense takes the field for the 1st time in this game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Tells to run, wants to pass. Got him quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Quickly out to the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too, but those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hits the hole. It's Hatcher. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He now has 53 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Sells to run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Bowers. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Left side, it's Nolan. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Got it in the middle, it's Hampton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive, forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Houston will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Hands it off. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. He's past the sticks. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Beavers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Beavers! Ready to try the point after.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
From deep, it's Drake. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Short pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with the Beavers head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the 2nd half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Past the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And after this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out wide left, it's Newberry. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun, it's Newberry. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man down the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Gonna run it. It's Hughes.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there, throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter, 3rd down. You're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and he just had to run out of bounds.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Out wide right, it's Nolan. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Beavers have their offense in high gear. Making the adjustment. Finds a crease. It's Newberry. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nolan. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They want to run it left here. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And he's in! Touchdown, Beavers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker
Makes the grab on the left side. Lots of running room. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Sets his feet. It's Wegman. Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit. And if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football. But boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Coming out with it, it's Durant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Beavers sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throws it off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Timeout Houston, their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Push is ahead. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now,
and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Deep in the end zone, it's Drake. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Wigman. Left side is Thomas. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He'll set up to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on third. Oh, pressure's coming. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Needs it. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.